I'm going to jump right to it. Great purchase. If the bed is going to go into a room with a fan, make sure that you either have a big enough room where the fan is not an issue, or don't turn the fan on. Here are some of the helpful tips that other reviewers wrote to help out others. Number 11 is especially important and very true. Recommendations for assembly. 1. Read the assembly instruction a couple of times before beginning. 2. Inventory all parts before beginning in case there are missing/extra parts. 3. Don't tighten anything until after fully assembled. Having some play/movement allows you to get parts properly aligned/assembled with no hassle. 4. Test the threads with a screw before aligning and assembling two parts. If the screw goes into the thread with no load, then you should be able to hand tighten the screw when aligning and assembling two parts. 5. Don't install the crossbars until the frame is fully assembled. This will make fixing issues, which point 2 will help you avoid, much easier. 6. Be sure the upper crossbar, part H, has the small screw holes facing down. 7. Use a flathead screwdriver to push one side of part number 8 instead of a hammer or finger pressure. 8. When you put a mattress support, part O, in place, push in the small plastic part number 8 at both ends of part O. Don't put all mattress supports, part O, in place, there are 44 of them, and then go back and try to install all 88 of the small plastic part number 8 at the same time, because you will have a difficult time getting a good angle with the flathead screwdriver to push one side in while trying to hold the other side of part number 8 at the same time. 9. After fully assembling, now go around and tighten all the screws. 10. The instructions do not indicate that the side where you will be attaching the ladder needs to be facing a certain direction or it won't work. 11. Important, the top of the ladder attaches to the upper frame via a bolt. The frame has a small threaded hole to accept that bolt. The hole must be on the bottom side of the upper frame. If the hole is on the top, you messed up and the ladder won't connect correctly. Review number 2. I'm a football player in college that bunks with another player in a dorm. I weigh 240 pounds and my buddy weighs 225 pounds, and this bunk bed doesn't even move or wiggle getting on and off the top or bottom. Also, you want to go with a Lucid 10-inch extra long twin mattress. Not only is it the best sleep, but you can fit it in the bed area and it fills up the bunk all the way. It also makes it silent when one person gets up during the night and you can't even tell anybody is getting up. The length of the bunk bed is about 78 and the foam mattress is 80. That is another great thing about foam, it squeezes in nicely and gives you every inch the bed can give you for the taller person like myself. I'm 6 feet 3 inches and have more than enough room. 2 years later, bunk bed has been used a ton still with the 2 twin XL Lucid 10 memory foam mattresses. Not even a hiccup or a squeak. Bunk is still strong with top bunk player is at 250 pounds and on the bottom at 265 pounds. 2 big boys and this bunk is great. I'm sure that the memory foam is a big help to the incredible silence of the bunk. The setup I used and left in my review has to be one for the ages, affordable, unbelievably comfortable, strong, silent, and both on Amazon at the best price. Enjoy with confidence. Review number 3. The directions could be much better. Many of the reviews refer to a very common mistake. Let me boil it down so you don't make the same mistake that everyone else did. 1. Don't install the crossbars until the frame is fully assembled. This will make fixing issues, which point 2 will help you avoid, much easier. 2. Important, the top of the ladder attaches to the upper frame via a bolt. The frame has a small threaded hole to accept that bolt. The hole must be on the bottom side of the upper frame. If the hole is on the top, you messed up and the ladder won't connect correctly. Review number 4. I bought this product for my tween, 12 and 13, boys' room. The package arrived earlier than expected and every piece was accounted for and in good condition. Instructions were easy to read and parts were marked well, so there was no confusion. Putting it together took a lot more time than I had originally estimated via other reviews. I needed the help of another because fitting parts together and lining them up properly was awkward with the heavier pieces. Some parts did not fit in together well, i.e. the slats. They would pop into one side but was just a few short to fit into the other. I had to heat and bend some slats to fit snug. My boys have been using this bed for a couple of months and they really enjoy it. There is a bit of room underneath for some flatter storage totes. It is sturdy and quiet. I do recommend going over the bed every couple of weeks to make sure everything is properly tightened and not coming loose. Overall, had there not been an issue with the slats, I would have given this product 5 stars. Review number 5. Good clearance from bottom to top bunk for adult to sit. Wobbles very slightly when my 7-year-old climbs into bed, but this could be due to it being on carpet or I may need to tighten the screws. Took 3 hours with 2 adults and 3 lingering children. All pieces and tools were included, no damage to the product, only the outside box. Instructions were easy to follow, all items were labeled. Kids love it. For $200-ish it does the job. Review number 6. We have had these beds for 2 months and already the front middle leg has fallen off. The piece just came off while the screws for it are still in the bed. The bed is also quite wobbly to climb on. While it says it can take a person of up to 250 pounds, I doubt that it actually true. My son is 3 years old and weighs 30 pounds and this leg broke. I have emailed the manufacturers about it and will update the review once I hear. I'm going to jump right to it. Great purchase. If the bed is going to go into a room with a fan, make sure that you either have a big enough room where the fan is not an issue, or don't turn the fan on. Here are some of the helpful tips that other reviewers wrote to help out others. Number 11 is especially important and very true. Recommendations for assembly. 1. Read the assembly instruction a couple of times before beginning. 2. Inventory all parts before beginning in case there are missing/extra parts. 3. Don't tighten anything until after fully assembled. Having some play/movement allows you to get